Hello Leos, my sweetest pussycats. How are you? Welcome to your weekly reading with me, Cindy. So my dear Leos, we're going to look into your wants and your need. It's funny how that's coming out for different signs. I don't remember, someone had wants and needs. Most have had want and need. You've got wants and need. So the want, well, it's pretty obvious. It's what you want. It's what you really want. And the need, for the most part, is kind of, well, we'll see how it plays out. For the most part, the universe seems to be responding by saying, okay, that want is legit. We will deliver that, but this is what you need to do. So we'll see. We'll see. The universe has not come straight out and told anybody yet that you can't have your want. So it's kind of nice. And this reading is inspired this week, the wants and the needs, by a wonderful, beautiful soul, another tarot reader. Her name is Jess Puckett, the Chaos Witch. I do encourage you to go check her out if you are interested in super intelligent, super knowledgeable, spiritual tarot readers and esoteric messengers of the stars. I don't know what else. She's just amazing. Oh, and so because she's the Chaos Witch, every sign is getting one of these this week. So you're getting an incantation from my Witch's Oracle deck at the end. Oh, and just as last week, I do have an extended at the end. So we will be looking at the blind spots in your wants and your needs in the extended, if you so would like. And the link is at the top of the description. So let's get started, Leo. What are the wants? I did it again. You've got wants. What are your wants, Leo? What are your wants? Tell me your wants, Leo. Tell me. Oh, okay. Tell me your wants. Leo wants a new beginning, and they want to feel passion and desire in this new beginning. They want to feel alive. They want to get and find that nuclear power plant that sits inside them. Oh, and the Queen of Cups, you want love too. That's so beautiful. You want mutual love. You want expressions of love. You want to invest love here. What is she doing with that there? Why is that Queen of Cups? Oh, you want to make a solid choice. I've never seen a Queen of Cups with two cups in her hands, and she does. And look at the hand, at the lower hand, she's drizzling out a cup there. She's emptying a cup, but raising one up, saying, no, this is the cup. This is the cup that I choose. Wow, and the King of Swords. You want to be really like upfront, honest, and blunt. Kind of getting that. You want to be upfront, honest, and blunt. What's at the bottom? Ooh, the Magician. You are manifesting. You are still manifesting. I'm hearing you are still manifesting. You're investing in this somehow. You're somehow investing in this. What is the need? What is the universe going to tell us about the need in all of this? You know, I'm getting the message from this Queen of Cups. My eye continues to be drawn to her because she is. You want something new here. You want a brand new start, something that makes you feel alive. Maybe something that makes you and someone else feel alive with this Queen of Cups, like mutual love here, like really feeling like togetherness and expressing it. But with this Queen of Cups, I feel a little bit like too, with the King of Swords sitting here, wanting to be really out in the open about choices in love, making a choice in love. If you feel like someone else maybe has someone from their past, it's almost like you want to know that the cup is all drizzled out. That cup is all poured out. There's none of that left. So what is the need? The need for Leo. What is the universe going to say to Leo about their need, or about the need? It's the need. The Fool. You'll have to have some faith here. You may need to take a leap. With a Page of Cups. Interesting. She's a bit of a siren, that Page of Cups, huh? Yeah, it's like a mermaid. And she's got a... No, it's not a dagger in it. It's like a shipwreck with skulls around her, but she's very saucy. She's very saucy. Interesting how she's been calling in love, right? She's been calling in love, but is not serving anybody here because they can't live in the ocean and she can't live on the land. The need. Oh, and the Hanged Man. There's some need for some sort of reflection here. How you take a leap of faith. There's a leap of faith that's needed, but I get a caution with this Page of Cups. I'm going to clarify. I want to be really clear about it before going. And the Five of Swords is at the bottom. So maybe there's something here has happened. Someone has walked away. Energy has parted in some sense. So there's some sort of manifestation here. But this Page of Cups is literally going to be like the first thing that I clarify, because it's... Wow. The Lovers and the Page. Making a choice. Didn't it feel like the Queen was something about needing someone to make a choice? Needing to know that if there's something clinging to you or a person, another person, something from the past, that cup has been poured out. It's not part of the option anymore. And this Page of Cups, she's like a siren here. Like, so what is this? The need. The Hanged Man is to look at something different. Either someone has been a siren in the past, and you know, like a siren is like, you know, calling in the sailors, the mermaid calling in the sailors with that magic voice or whatever they would use, or I don't know if it was an instrument, a conch, whatever. I'm not getting all the details of it, but you know, and it was like this alluring energy, yet it was deadly to the sailors. So let's see what this Page of Cups is, because this is sitting in the need. Tell us about this Page of Cups, because the Page of Cups is usually a very innocent energy, but like it's coming out like a siren here. The King of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, and the World. Something in the past was like a siren, like it pulled the energy of the past somehow, because the World card is finishing everything here, which is telling me that's the end of the story. Okay, so there's some sort of story here with the King of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. And that cycle, there's like an end. So a need for that to be over. And what that was, well, the King of Wands really knows what they want. The King of Wands will go after it with a lot of creativity, determination, leadership. So I'm just hearing like a noise in the house, but I'm by myself, so I'm not sure what that is. And the Page of Pentacles is like this younger, youthful energy, though, and it was defeated, like with this Nine of Wands. It was exhausting. It's almost as if maybe somebody was ready for something, but someone else wasn't. Because somebody was the King of Wands and somebody was the Page of Pentacles. So somebody here was very passionate about, and it maybe it's you, because it's the King of Wands. He had been very passionate, very driven towards starting something new here with this Page of Cups, like starting something new based on feelings, some emotions here. It's like the start of some sort of feelings and emotions. But somebody else was trying to learn about something, I feel like. Somebody else was more in a maybe trying to learn about themselves or trying to learn about situations around them. It was very, whoever this was, they were in a younger energy. Right? And so is this Page of Cups. And it produced the Nine of Wands, which is difficult, which is tiring, it's exhausting, it's really hard to stay in that energy. You really can't stay in it for too long because it's very detrimental. It's exhausting emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, and at the end. So this side, this has to end. That has to end, whatever that was. Whatever it was. It seemed like somebody was maybe you pretty much knew what you wanted here. But somebody else, I don't want to say that they didn't know what they wanted, but they were definitely focused. Their attention was on something else that they needed to learn. And perhaps that's what turned the King of Wands into the Nine of Wands. Like, it made you feel exhausted. Like, oh, this is really tiring. I can't keep doing this. And then an end to that. This is the need. So the Hanged Man comes in after that Page of Cups, that siren energy. Something that pulled you in. Something that was pulling you in or pulling them in. And maybe it was just like, could have even been just like chemistry, whatever it was. Whatever this was that you were being pulled into, it was almost like it was, you caught this before it had perfectly marinated, before it was ready to be served. It was still in the cooking and mixing stage, whatever this was. So the Hanged Man, this is the Hanged Man. Interesting, because the Five of Swords came out, and that's one of the underlines. The Five of Swords, the Six of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. The Hanged Man is to look at this differently. Walk away from this past energy. Don't consider it even anymore, what I'm getting. If something's kind of, this sounds like something that makes sense to you. So the need here is to understand that put this past energy away from this siren, this Page of Cups. Because the world is here to tell us that's over. That cycle has finished. Don't, walk away from it with this Five of Swords, because then you walk forward with the Six of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. There's victory here. There's going to be some work that needs to be put in, but it's going to lead to victory this time. So this is victorious. This is the Hanged Man. If you would, it's almost like the universe is saying, what you need to do is just don't let the past influence what the future could become. Well, don't let the past influence what the future could become. That's what's needed here. Because you want a new beginning, right? This is your wants. You want this new beginning. With the Queen of Cups, you want love to be expressed. You want it to be mutual. You want it to be mutual, to have a deeper connection here, some sort of deeper connection, and both people are communicating about the deeper connection. And then the King of Swords, let's see what he's going to say, because the King of Swords is pretty much like sticking to the facts. Also being very intuitive. Combining intuition and mind. Taking the heart out of the situation and combining intuition and the mind here. I'm going to do one more need. What do you want? I really focus on these needs because this to me is sort of your solution to whatever you want. So I like to get into this. So the Fool. What is this? Because this is a leap of faith. This is also being very creative and lovely. It's just lovely. Very youthful, creative, fun energy. This Fool. Wow. That's very heavy Aries energy sitting right there. The Fool and the Emperor is Aries energy. So taking some sort of leap of faith, initiating some sort of a start here, like really owning this. You know, I'm saying that, you know, maybe you were the King of Wands, maybe you weren't the King of Wands in this situation. Maybe you were Page of Pentacles energy. Maybe there was someone around you who really knew what they wanted and it just wasn't the right time for you, or something just wasn't right. There was something else you needed to learn here, being the Page of Pentacles. There was definitely something else you needed to learn. You need to communicate. You needed some sort of back and forth communication. Somebody here did, whether that was with you, others, with themselves, an internal, something. There was some sort of learning process going on here, but now we're really looking at like, because the emperor like takes charge of their life, right? The emperor takes charge of their life. They know what they want and they go for it. They're going for, like, this is a level beyond the King of Wands, because the emperor is the embodiment of all the kings in the deck. The emperor is going to utilize whatever energy the emperor needs. You know what? If I don't need to be King of Wands. I need to be King of Swords right now. Maybe that's what that is. It's a little bit like you need to put away all of that really beautiful lion's mane Leo and all the, you know, just the dynamic you, and just be just very, the analytical you, the analytical you here. A different element of yourself needs to be utilized. Okay, talk to us, King of Swords. Talk to us, King of Swords with the wand. Talk to us, King of Swords. The Five of Pentacles to the Ace of Swords. Maybe somebody here feels left out in the cold. Maybe somebody here is feeling, there's a want to change this, however this is playing out for you, because the King of Swords is coming forward with truth. It's going to speak truthfully and clearly and fairly openly. I mean, the King of Wands is also very the King of Swords is very tactful. So if you don't ask the right questions, you may not get the answers you want. So be open as well. Like, just tell them exactly what you want, what you're looking for, and ask your questions. Kind of energy of the King of Swords. Now, with the Five of Pentacles, because that's the want here. So maybe somebody here has felt left out in the cold. Somebody here has felt rejected, but there's some sort of truth. Perhaps maybe why they felt like that, because something didn't work out over here. Something was very siren-y, kind of being pulled into something, it feels like, only to become a skull washed up on the shore. Because we needed to understand that, right? That was a need. And then once we understand that, we need to walk away from that past energy, because there is victory here, but there is going to be some sort of work that needs to be put into it. But it's good work. I would like, because the Eight of Pentacles, this person is usually pretty happy doing their thing. Like, it's enjoyable work. The Queen of Cups. Let's get clarification. It's going to be interesting because the imagery in this is so fascinating with her pouring out a cup. The Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups has the Knight of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. Yeah, I think this queen has been pouring out cups. There's been like some sort of pain here, some sort of disappointment. Sadness, heartbreak. Something has been very slow to come to the Queen of Cups energy. Perhaps what you're dealing with. Feeling almost like time to pour out the cup, or do I keep trying this? Do I keep looking in this direction, or do I just walk away from this energy? But there's a want for communication and movement. There's a want to change the energy around some sort of like mutual feelings here. Because it started off as the Knight of Pentacles, the very slow knight, the slowest knight, but you know, it'll get you to success eventually if you hang around long enough. It's like one of those things to tell. Well, yeah, Sagittarius is probably a little more patient. I don't know. Aries and Leo, well, this has taken 3 years now, I think. Right? It's just, but there's like a change. The want is to change this. The want is to change it. Because the energy that it's in is heartbreaking and defensive. That's what it's created. So a situation here has created heartbreak and a defensive energy. The Eight of Wands is letting all the wands fly, letting things move, letting communication come through. Because of the Ace of Wands. Ah, see, yeah, like wanting to change that, wanting this new beginning. in communication. The Ace of Wands. The Queen of Swords. It's interesting. The King and Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords can cut things out. Maybe you're worried. You're wanting something new, but maybe you're apprehensive that this person may cut it out. What is the Queen of Swords likely to do? Maybe I should have been specific. Oh, justice. The Queen of Swords is looking for balance and justice and the truth, because the Queen of Swords is all about the truth. The Queen of Swords is, I talk about her. She's always walking around, cutting things out. It's not serving me. She's not the Queen of Hearts, which, you know, in Alice in Wonderland, she was just a mean queen. The Queen of Swords is like looking at truth, coming in and saying, you know, that's enough of this bullshit. I'm done with it. That's what the Queen of Swords, not everyone likes that, but you know what? You know where you stand with the Queen of Swords. You can't, you don't think, maybe this is my Gemini rising coming out, but you can't really fault someone for being truthful and honest and then just saying, I'm done with that. I'm not doing your bullshit anymore. So the Queen of Swords wants balance here. So maybe if you are dealing with someone, the energy is so mixed up in this reading. It's kind of weird. It's really kind of weird. And I don't know if it's because you are being called upon to go into something different, some sort of different energy. Because the King of Wands didn't work, right? It didn't work. It just felt really exhausted and defeated. And then this leap of faith into Emperor. And Emperor tells me you're really taking charge of your life. You're taking ownership of what it is that you want. And you're claiming it and you're going after it. But not just a one fiery element of yourself. Not just utilizing what your best strength is. Let's just put it at that. What your best strength is, right? So if this is Aries, it's probably very similar to you. That your best strength is the fiery part of you. The dynamic part of you. The fun, I don't know, maybe the sexy side of you. It's another side of you. It's possibly not the side that you're strongest in with your personality or how you deal with things, but and it may be more of your swordy side here. That's why it's kind of hard to figure out, like, is this you that have missed it? Something's going on here. Like, put it together however your energy is fitting in this, because it is, the tarot readings are always energy readings. So yeah, this Queen of Swords, but you see, these energies match now. The Queen and King of Swords, you probably both just want some sort of truth here. You both just want some sort of truth. I think it's interesting that the Queen of Swords has her sword up, because queens are, and the King doesn't. His sword is sitting like at rest in the shelves there. The queens are more about action and the kings are more about controlling. So perhaps the King of Swords has been trying to control information, and the Queen of Swords is saying, hey, listen, I need to know what this is, because controlling all this information seems like bullshit to me. I'm done with that. So, but there's definitely justice and balance coming in, wanting to come in. Seems like both sides, right? Both sides of this want justice and balance. Want the truth. You want, you both, maybe you're dealing with another fire sign. You both want the fiery, you want the fiery element. One of you has an Ace of Wands and one has an Ace of Swords. The Five of Swords is the underline, and I think, I'm not even going to clarify it, because it's the underline for what came out in the need. And the need was to understand what didn't work out, a little bit of why that energy didn't work out, and to walk away from it. To walk away from that from the past and to move forward in a new direction, because these guys this is going in a completely different direction from the Five of Swords. They're looking in a completely, they're just looking to the future. That's all they're doing. Looking to the future. Oh, I was thinking there's something else I need to do. It's the incantation. So the Seven of Swords is at the bottom here. There's definitely a need to exit from something that wasn't working. Whether that's energetically, mental process, whatever it is. There's a need to exit. So this is going to empower you. This is your incantation. I'm sorry, I'm just, you know what, I gotta look at the cards, I'm just looking at this Three of Swords on the table. And, you know, the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. It's about pulling these swords out of the heart. Like, pulling these out of the heart. Pulling out what's not understood out of the heart and making it understood. Okay, so the incantation here. Oh, this one is poking me in the hand. The bell. Oh, that's funny. Doesn't that look like one of those bells from, like, the, you know, the one-room schoolhouse kind of deal? Ding, ding, ding. Maybe that's your call. Oh, see, that's a different sound. It's not a siren, it's a bell. That's good. That's funny. Oh, I didn't bring my glasses. Okay, the bell. Through the ages, countless magical powers have been attributed to bells. To the people of the Middle Ages, the supernatural world was very real and close. Mystical powers were attributed to countless objects, including bells. Even long after the medieval era, the church itself condoned the use of bells to frighten away evil spirits. Typical of this belief was the passing bell, rung for the dead to keep evil spirits from molesting the body. I don't know where this is going, but it's interesting. So the meaning: sound is vibration, and vibrations are important, especially in magic. To help achieve the right vibrations, the right mood or frequency, it helps to actually ring a bell. It is also rung to halt storms or evoke good energies. Placed in cupboards or hung on the door, they guard the home. Because bells are also used as a warning and a device to draw our attention. Don't ignore its symbolism at this time. Think of this bell as an alarm. You are being alerted to a situation that needs your immediate attention. Did this feel immediate? No, maybe it's something else in your life. But let's see what the incantation is. I hear the warning and will comply before it does intensify. If I do this with lightning speed, I most certainly will succeed. I hear the warning and will comply before it does intensify. If I do this with lightning speed, I most certainly will succeed. That's really interesting. I don't think I've ever pulled the bell out before. And you know, I'm really getting here. Connecting this with the reading, because there is, like, it talked about the energy, right? The energy and the vibration. So perhaps the energy and the vibration of the past just cannot be brought into the future with something here that didn't work out. So it's kind of telling you, like, this could work out, but you just can't bring any of the energy from the past into it. The past is over. It's done. It's gone. It's finished. So there you go. There you go. That was interesting, Leo. That was a very interesting reading. So that's it. If you want, you can join me in the extended. I'm just going to look at what the blind spot is in the want and what the blind spot is in the need, and give you further advice on that. If I don't see you there, that's okay too. I look forward to seeing you here next week. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.